What's up, guys? Hey, it's Mark Kuhn from MAK Capital giving you this week's update. And today, this time, we're just going to have like a kind of a little educational time here just because I've been on the phone with you guys with so many different questions. So a few things that we want to talk about, and I reiterated to all of you, was kind of why passive income is so important. Two, why am I introducing you to real estate for your passive income needs? And then three, I have like a calculator that I found that maybe is very good for you guys. You can play around with this, and it shows why my projects what your projects are going to return in your investment, because I get that asked a lot as well. So I have a calculator. I'm going to show that to you. I'll provide that to you in a link, and you guys can play around with that calculator to really determine why this is the best investment for your future. All right, guys, number one thing, why are we passively investing in anything? Why would someone do this? Right now, we're in an inflationary time. The money printer is just rolling. And unfortunately, that makes your $1 right now worth less tomorrow, worth less the next day, worth less than last. So we always, in this, you've heard me talk about that. Saving is the absolute worst thing to do right now. Yes, saving some money is okay, right? Like, we need to live, but don't be stashing away tens of thousands of dollars. You should be investing that, because every year that capital is dwindling. Again, $1 today is not worth what $1 was 5 years ago. Not even last year. Not even a lot different the last 2 years. Because of the money printing. So you really want to find, your goal as a passive investor, you want to find the safest play you can put your money in, but also the highest returns, right? You don't want to lose all your capital. You don't want to put it all in Dogecoin and then hopefully it goes up 30% and then down 60 and then up 10 and then, so you want to get rid of that volatility as well. So really, your passive income goals are lowest risk, highest returns. Put your money in a safe place, right? All right, guys, number two thing, why I chose real estate over any other investment. And I provided you all with a ebook, just a quick presentation on basically the reasons that we invest in real estate and why we think it's the long way to long-term wealth and accumulating assets. So I'm kind of going to go through this, but again, we talk about volatility. It's been proven again and again that volatility is really low in real estate, with even better returns than a stock would ever give you. So things to keep in mind. And then we also talk about some of you with capital that is just sitting. You want to preserve your capital, right? Your $100,000 10 years ago is now worth, unfortunately, a lot less today. Because of the money printing. Inflation is a real thing. We're in an inflationary period. It could be up to the next 10 years longer. We don't know. But inflation is a real thing. So we're borrowing money cheaper than cheaper than the rate of inflation. It's crazy. Also, the next reason we invest in real estate is leverage. Where can we go pay 25% for something and get leverage for the other 75%? Not many places. So your $100,000 is worth $400 in real estate. You're getting a bigger exposure with a bigger return. Something to keep in mind. It's crazy that the banks will let us borrow up to 75-80% of these buildings, but it gives us a way to leverage money. And again, borrowing less than inflation. It's just a crazy period. I don't know if you guys ever heard, but rents have always went up. I think I can talk to any of my employees or anybody. I don't know anyone's told me, oh, my rent went down $200 this year. The landlord wanted to be nice. It just doesn't happen, guys. It doesn't happen. So rents constantly go up. Real estate constantly appreciating. And less people are buying homes. It's just a proven thing. More people are living in multifamily. So I always talk about cash flow, and cash flow is important because it's, again, I always refer back to the 401k that's paying you monthly, but it's true. You put a $100,000 investment, you're getting cash every month back, right, for the returns on that real estate. That's just one piece of it, right? Like we talk 9 or 8% cash flows, you're also getting internal rate of return. So at the exit time of that property or a cash out refi, now your returns per annual our goal is up in the 15 to 23 range. So think about that now. Like we talk about the 8-9% cash flow a month. That your capital, your 100K, is still building in value, right? It's not going down in value, it's appreciating. So our end goal is to get you that 8% cash on cash plus that 9-10% exit strategy, right? Or the refi, pull out some capital. So that is a key point that I think people don't understand. It's like, well, yeah, 8-9%, that's okay, right? But now you start talking 17, 18, 19 being pretty common in the real estate world. And then on top of it, you get all these tax benefits, right? The tax benefits are just crazy that the government allows us to take. So why we do real estate, guys, I just want to run through this ebook. Please review this. Super important because I'm not giving you an 8% investment or opportunity. I'm giving you a 16, 17, 18, 23% opportunity to get your money in. And then if you get tax benefits on top of that, that's a true return and you will compound wealth very quickly. All right, guys, number 3, I wanted to show you this calculator that I found, and I've used it in the past. It's just a simple calculator of compounding interest based on your investments. So, and I'll run you through this, but I got a lot of questions on, why are we syndicating, or like, why am I bringing investors together to invest in properties? And the main question is, no one in this area is doing it, and I don't know why. In investing in real estate is not a one-man thing. It seems like in this area it kind of is, and there's no reason for it. Most pieces of real estate around this country are all owned by multiple people, and real estate is not a one-man game. It's many people with a common interest that want to invest in real estate, know all the benefits, and they come together to buy these things. So I'm putting together these projects for you guys. I hope you enjoyed them. But let's look at this calculator and just how this changes kind of the way we look at things, since I kind of explained cash flow and now IRR, and you maybe have a question on what either of those are. So I pulled up a simple, actually I'm going to switch that back to 7. So anyway, here's a calculator. It's on NerdWallet. You could probably Google it. It's a compound interest calculator. We have an initial deposit, $100,000 investment. No contributions to it. It's a 5-year time span. I just used a conservative 7% return on your money. And if you take away your $100,000, you have about $40,256, and that will return you $256 divided by 5 years, and then divided by 12. That's about $670 a month. We would send you a check for every month, right? $670, up to $8,000 for that year, and that would be on a 7% return. So that's the cash flow, right? But now we also have to figure out, okay, well, that's one part of the investment, but what happens when we exit? What is my return per year at, let's say, this is a conservative, 18% of return? Changes numbers drastically. Now we're $128,000, 776 divided by 5. And so per month, that's almost $2,100 that you're making on that $100,000 investment. So hopefully that puts it in perspective. We're just, the cash flow part is just the cash on cash money, and there's still an exit strategy. You're going to get a larger check from that $100,000 growing over that 5 years. So that is the key to real estate, guys. And then you're also getting all these tax benefits. Like no other investment you're going to make is going to offer you that. And this is the key why most millionaires invest their money in real estate, for preservation of capital. So again, I'm offering you I'm going to just bring up the Thames Crossing 10-year right here. and I'll just show you what this investment looks like. And we have a little bit left before we're oversubscribed on this investment. So it was offering a 10% return, cash on cash, year over year. So, or a monthly return. So 10, 11, I think we're almost to 12 in year 3. So you can just see this is a really good cash flowing investment. Yes, it's not sparkly, it's not huge, but this is a great one for any investor. We're going to cost segregate the first year. We're going to get a bunch of tax deductions in 2022. And so for the first 5 years that we own that, we'll get a nice tax deduction, and we'll also get even higher returns because now we're not paying tax on our income. So again, when you shift this to IRR, this one's running almost 22%. I don't know where you're getting a 22% annualized compounding investment. So guys, if you want into the Sames Crossing one, I'm closing it Sunday. I'm going to leave it open until Sunday. You just have to go on Groundbreaker, open up the little link. It'll say how much you want to, you'll click on it. It's not contributing money right at that point, but you'll say, yes, I would like to contribute $50,000 to this investment. And if you guys are interested in that, please go on Groundbreaker. The URL will be in the link. Log on there. If you have troubles, text me. And you can actually just put how much you want to contribute. And actually next week is when we'll fund that. And that project's underway and we're closing it. So get in there, guys, if you want. It's an awesome opportunity at passive investing. Honestly, one of the best numbers I've ever seen and gotten. So if you want in on this one, hit us up. Go on Groundbreaker, like I said, contribute. So, all right, we'll see you next week, guys. Thank you.